Hey everyone! I know it's been a really long time since I've made any videos and I've posted anything, so I've decided I wanted to start doing some reviews on the technical gear that I have myself. Mostly because I do a ton of these reviews every single day with customers, I really wanted to start off with this Kamoda jacket from a brand called Arc'teryx, mostly just because today was the first day I was actually able to test it against the elements that I'm going to be facing in it, which is just bloody cold weather. Big reason why I wore this thing today was because it was supposed to rain, even though it hasn't. I have worn this jacket in the rain, but today was just brutally cold. When I left my house this morning, it was about -1 degrees, or so they claimed it felt to be 1 degrees. So I really wanted to see whether or not this jacket would hold up for me. My biggest problem during the winter time is the fact that I get super cold. And I mean, like, I wear 2 pairs of socks every single day just to keep my feet warm and keep the rest of me warm. So I need to actually have a really warm jacket. Usually, on a day like today, I would have worn my Canada Goose jacket, which are super warm, and I rely on those things like no tomorrow. But unfortunately, those jackets are not waterproof. And Arc'teryx, I can pretty much guarantee, I can guarantee you that they're waterproof. I have one of the other shells, they're Packlight shells that I bought about a year and a half ago now, and I can guarantee you that it is waterproof. I stood about 4 hours in the rain one of the last times I wore that jacket, and waist up, I was completely dry. Waist down, I was completely soaked. So I can tell you for sure that these things are waterproof, and a lot of the technical stuff that goes into this jacket should make it the best technical jacket out there, and I personally believe it does. So starting off with why this jacket is so expensive, why people look at the price tags and freak out, and why this is built to be the best jacket is mostly all the technical parts of it. So again, this jacket is waterproof. And what is actually waterproof? Legally, in the technical world, a coat to be called waterproof has to be seam sealed. So all the seams of the jacket on the inside and all the zippers and pretty much everything on this jacket has to be seam sealed. All the pieces and parts have to be seam sealed, so you can't see any stitching. Here's the zipper that you can actually see where it's laminated, and it's pretty much lasered together, so no water is going to be getting into this jacket, period. The one thing that Gore-Tex is known for is for being extremely waterproof and extremely breathable. Along with the experience of my Packlight, I've found that they are really breathable, and I think one of my experiences with breathability in these jackets has just been sitting down by the lake and feeling the wind going right through it and feeling like it actually is breathable, which is really hard to believe when you hear kind of that plasticky crunch of this material. Besides, what makes this jacket super technical is the insulation in it. It is not down, which when you think insulation in a jacket, you think down. It's actually synthetic called Core Loft, which Arc'teryx uses. And you may have heard Loft or Core Loft and a bunch of other types of insulations out there, especially in the ski world of jackets. They're synthetics that are built to work like down, so they're going to keep you nice and warm, but they're going to wick moisture away a lot faster, and they're going to be a lot more breathable. So this jacket is actually insulated with Core Loft, and I was very wary on whether or not this would actually keep me warm. But I knew that I would not be able to wear my Goose any longer in the pouring rain. I just couldn't do that to my poor jacket. So I purchased this baby to test out whether it was actually going to be warm, and hoped, fingers crossed, that it would be warm. And I will be giving you that answer by the end of this video. So other things that I love about this jacket, first of all, the color of it. My other shell is black, so I wanted to go with color, mostly because that's one of the trademark things Arc'teryx is known for the crazy colors and the awesome color blocking, and just the design itself. There's a lot of stuff going on to this jacket. Pockets-wise, usually the pockets in the women's collections have interesting designs. Usually they're a little bit further up here. They're on an angle. The zippers come down on an angle on the side win. The zipper comes down across, which is really cool. The other thing about this jacket that I really love is the pit zips. It gives you a lot of breathability. Ideally, this jacket isn't necessarily just built for city wear, which is what I'll be using mostly this for. This jacket is actually built to be a cross between a snowboard and ski jacket. Any skiers out there will know why it's more of a cross, because it's not super fitted, which this thing is. Which this thing is not, sorry. It's a little bit baggier. It's a little bit baggier through the arms, which most technical jackets, most shells, waterproof shells, whether it's a really lightweight or a heavier jacket like this, the arms are going to be a little bit bigger because the idea is that you want to layer up underneath properly, and you want to actually be able to physically move, especially when you're skiing or especially when you're snowboarding. You want to be able to move your arms or do whatever you want to do in this jacket, whether it's hiking or climbing or whatnot. So you're always going to find that the arms are a little bit bigger. It's always going to be a little bit bigger up here. I did go with a medium, and this is the medium, and I like my jackets to be a little bit bigger, especially my technical jackets, because then I can actually function them, like I just mentioned. Other awesome things are the pockets. I love the pockets on here. So not only are there pockets here, but there's actually a side pocket here on the sleeve, which I can stick my lovely Metro passes in here. And you can put your ski passes in there. It's pretty much super convenient. It's a little bit smaller too. And this pocket actually has the printed design that Arc'teryx is known for. The other awesome things about this jacket on the inside, one is the snow skirt, and most, if not all, ski/snowboard jackets should have one of these things. And again, the idea is that you button it up around your waist, and this is going to prevent any snow from coming up, especially when you fall, and it's going to prevent any wind and rain or anything just coming up into the jacket. Other things on the inside of this jacket, there are more pockets. There is a small pocket here, a waterproof pocket. That is probably the one thing that I don't like about this jacket, is because this pocket is a little bit small on the smaller side. I find that if I wanted to put my phone in here instead of on the outside to protect it a little bit more, that I would like to have it fit in here. I think my current phone might be able to fit in here, but I don't think the iPods, or the iPhones, I should say, and any of the Androids could actually fit in this pocket. That's probably the only thing I don't like about this jacket. But opposite to this pocket, there's this beast of a pocket in here, which I actually really, really like, mostly because I can fit my iPad in here. So when I'm walking around on the streetcar and when I'm outside in Toronto, I can slip my iPad in here, have my headphones on the inside, and completely bury it in this jacket. So anything else as far as this jacket goes technical-wise, there's a lot of drawstrings on this jacket, which I think Arc'teryx has also taken highly into consideration, just because the way a lot of their poles are built are really smart, and it makes this coat fit you like a complete glove. So there are poles down around the waist that tighten it up around the waist. And the other favorite thing of this jacket that I absolutely love is the hood. The hood is massive, and ideally, again, you want to fit your helmet under here. That's usually why these hoods are so big. But also the other thing is the collar. So you don't really even need to have any gaiters, or you don't need any balaclavas. Your face is pretty much completely covered, and that is the one thing I absolutely love, because I feel like a ninja in this thing. There's a drawstring here in the back to adjust the hood back here, and there's more drawstrings here to completely surround your face by the hood of this jacket, which is a bonus, really, in my world. Usually, the one deal breaker when it comes to me and jackets, when I buy a jacket, the one big thing I look for is if the hood will actually do its job, or if it doesn't have a hood, if it has a nice big collar, because it's something fashionable. It's definitely in to have a bigger collar, but it also makes my life easier when I don't have to wear a scarf. And having my critical points covered, which is my throat and my forehead, makes my life easier, especially when they're covered, because I don't get sick that much easier. Other things about this jacket, you've got some Velcro here just to adjust the sleeves. Obviously, the sleeves look kind of massive just because I am not wearing any gloves and I'm not wearing any massive layers underneath, which I usually would be if I was skiing. They give you enough space to actually be able to layer up underneath comfortably and, again, be able to move. So besides the pit zips, besides all the pockets and the hood, insulation, again, it's a Core Loft. It's not down. Here's the million-dollar question. Did I find it actually warm? Surprisingly, it was pretty warm, and I'm not gonna lie, because I'm brutally honest when it comes to products. As far as my experience in this jacket so far, I have been in the pouring rain in it. It kept me really dry. Barely got touched by a single raindrop, and it just beads right off, which is the awesome thing about Gore-Tex. Other thing, today I didn't wear my proper layers because obviously I'm not out in the middle of the mountains and I'm not skiing. I just wore a t-shirt and a hoodie, and it kept me pretty warm, and it's brutally wind downtown Toronto. So as far as warmth factor goes, it actually kept me really warm. So for any of you skiers that actually go outside of Canada or ski in colder areas and you're looking for those layers that'll keep you warm and jackets that will actually do their job, I found this jacket to do an amazing job, which doesn't completely surprise me because Arc'teryx builds their coat not only with love, but with brilliance. Like, these jackets are brilliant, and I just adore them. So I think that's why there's really nothing I hate about this jacket. Though, one thing I've had a problem with Arc'teryx jackets before was the sizing and the fit in the sleeves and in the shoulders. I found they definitely did fix that over the last year, and I definitely love the fact that they did fix it, because now I can actually fit into a medium without swimming in it and not have to buy a small, because that fits me perfectly. That was my biggest pet peeve. So as far as these jackets go, pretty awesome. Arc'teryx does a great job of building luxurious technical pieces, which is really hard to mix the two without making it too fashionable and having to have the technical part suffer because it's not necessarily fashionable. I love this jacket. Would I wear it every single day? Yeah, I've worn it a few times throughout the week. I've worn it to school. I've worn it out. And so far, I've had a lot of people comment about positive things about it. So, do I love it? I love it. Is it going to keep me warm? Fingers crossed. So far, it has. There's a lot of different types of jackets out there as far as in the Arc'teryx line. For men's, it's a completely different It's a completely different experience. I wouldn't be able to tell you a lot about the men's jackets, because obviously I don't wear them, but I'm sure there's a ton of information you can find out there. I'll be posting a page for this jacket off the Arc'teryx site down below. They are pricey jackets. Arc'teryx is something that is going to be more on the expensive side, mostly because they are built to last you a really, really, really long time. If you ever have any problems with it, you can always get in contact with the manufacturer and be able to have them deal with it. Ideally, that's how it should always work with a lot of brands. Not a lot of brands do that, but these guys stand by their brand. Knowing that, because I sell them, I know, because I've spoken to a ton of the reps. Anything else, pretty much, if you're looking for a warm Gore-Tex shell jacket that's insulated, this would be a great piece, especially for those of you who get a little colder while skiing or snowboarding or just being about in the city or further out north. Besides that, if you guys have any other questions, send me an email. I'll be posting my email down below. Leave a comment down below and I will answer it. Anything else? Have a good day, guys, and I'll be posting up some more reviews on Canada Goose, some Columbia products that I have. I'll be doing a tutorial on layers, layering ski layers, a few that I have. I'll do a wool versus synthetics, and besides that, that's about it, and I'll be seeing you guys soon. Bye, guys.